Hello students, I am Mrs. Sane. Welcome to the simple way of learning English. Students, there is a beautiful poem in your English textbook. The poem The Inchcape Rock, written by the poet Robert Southey. This poem is a ballad. The rhyming scheme AABB of each stanza and the rhyming words have given the musical quality to this poem. So in this part, we shall just enjoy reading this poem. And in the next part, we shall see the stanza-wise explanation. So come on students, let us read this poem. The poem The Inchcape Rock is a ballad. Ballad is a poem or song narrating a story in short stanzas. The Inchcape Rock is the story of the Abbot of Aberbrothock. Abbot means the head of monastery, which is a building for housing the monks. There is the dangerous sandstone reef, 18 kilometers off the east coast of Angus, Scotland. Reef is a large line of rocks just below or above the sea. Abbot of Aberbrothock installed a warning bell on this Inchcape. There is the legendary story of a pirate who cut this bell and became the victim of his own evil deed. Robert Southey was inspired by this story and has written this ballad, The Inchcape Rock. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. The ship was as still as she could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. Without either sign or sound of their shock, the waves flowed over the Inchcape Rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not move the Inchcape bell. The Abbot of Aberbrothock had placed that bell on the Inchcape Rock. On a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung, and over the waves its warning rung. When the rock was hid by the surge's swell, the mariners heard the warning bell. And then they knew the perilous rock and blessed the Abbot of Aberbrothock. The sun in heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. The sea birds screamed as they wheeled round, and there was joyance in their sound. The buoy of the Inchcape bell was seen. The darker spake on the ocean green. Sir Ralph the rower walked his deck, and he fixed his eye on the darker speck. He felt the cheering power of spring. It made him whistle, it made him sing. His heart was mirthful to excess, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. His eye was on the Inchcape float. Quoth he, "My men, put out the boat and row me to the Inchcape Rock, and I will plague the Abbot of Aberbrothock." The boat is lowered, the boatmen row, and to the Inchcape Rock they go. Sir Ralph bent over from the boat, and he cut the bell from the Inchcape float. Down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. The bubbles rose and burst around. Quoth Sir Ralph, "The next who comes to the rock won't bless the Abbot of Aberbrothock." Sir Ralph the rower sailed away. He scoured the seas for many a day, and now grown rich with plundered stores, he steers his course for Scotland's shore. So thick a haze overspreads the sky, they cannot see the sun on high. The wind hath blown a gale all day, at evening it hath died away. On the deck the rower takes his stand, So dark it is, they see no land. Quoth Sir Ralph, it will be lighter soon, for there is the dawn of the rising moon. Canst hear, said one, the breakers roar? For methinks we should be near the shore. Now where we are I cannot tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. They hear no sound, the swell is strong. Though the wind hath fallen, they drift along, till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. O Christ, it is the Inchcape Rock. Sir Ralph the rover tore his hair. He cursed himself in his despair. The waves rush in every side. The ship is sinking beneath the tide. But even in his dying fear, one dreadful sound could the rover hear. A sound as if with the Inchcape bell, the devil below was ringing his knell.